いいんじゃないですか。その未開劇人的なのがいいんじゃないですか。
Hey guys, it's Chika. 皆さんこんにちは、Chika です。Last April, I started a job shadow series with Nestle, and through that, I've gotten to experience so much. I've been a bus tour guide forはとバス, a Rakugo performer, a sushi chef in Seattle, a preschool teacher, and even a dolphin trainer. They've all been great experiences, but some of them have been a bit more challenging than others. The most challenging was definitely the Rakugo performer.
こんなお仕事するとは思わなかったです。
Words I wasn't used to, clothing I wasn't comfortable in, and making noises I had never made. There's just something about traditional Japanese culture that scares me. Everything just seems so proper and so strict with so many rules to follow. So I was pretty nervous when I first found out about this next job shadow.
中井さんの体験です。
大丈夫かな、私ちゃんともてなせるかどうか心配です。
I thought it was going to be brutal. I was expecting the worst. So what a relief it was when I found out that everyone at the ryokan was friendly and welcoming. Of course, there was a lot I didn't know, and I did make a fool out of myself.
I am not very good at writing Japanese, but I'm going to give it a shot. We use these pens that are like a brush.
筆ペン初めてですか？
筆ペン初めてですよ。この力加減全然わかんない。
But they were so nice about it and took me through it every step of the way. I wasn't a guest, but they treated me like one. And what I realized was that providing hospitality wasn't just in their job description, but in their hearts. Everything they did was a genuine act of kindness, not an instructed act from a manual.
Who knew there could be so much to opening a door?
And what I thought were nitpicky rules weren't rules at all, but knowledge to help them do things with ease and grace, or tips on how to care for things so they last. For example, when you open the fusuma, you open it gradually, not sliding it all at once. You do this to let the guest know you're coming in, which is what you normally do by knocking, but since the doors are made out of paper, they wear and tear easily and you want to avoid hitting the panels.
There's actually very reasonable explanations for all of these things.
When we walked into the guest room, the Nakai-san told me not to step on the seams of the tatami mat. Why? Because the seams are the weakest points of the tatami mats, and if you step on them over and over again, the mats won't last as long. The Nakai-sans here helped me to understand the why behind it all, which turned all the rules into useful knowledge. For footage of me trying to open a fusuma the right way, attempting to pour beer, but only pouring foam, clumsily setting a futon,
ちょっとポンでしたけど
poorly serving traditional Japanese dishes, and completely failing Japanese calligraphy.
書き順とかめちゃくちゃですよ。
ずっと間違って書いてた。
In other words, for footage of me completely making a fool out of myself, check out Nestle's website where new videos are up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, and the last 3 videos of each job shadow are English lessons, so don't forget to tune in. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again soon.
今回そのシアトルのお寿司屋さんでお仕事体験して、その何が面白いかっていうと、接客の仕方とかお店の雰囲気とかっていうのが全然日本のお店と違うので、そこを皆さんにお見せできるのもすごいいい機会というか